Oh, Gilbert.
What is good? What is good, everybody? Happy Tuesday, guys. The boys are back. Feel like we've been on a hiatus for like fucking a month now, 2 months now. Fuck. Boys have
Facts.
been underwater, getting fucking everything done. All the things that had to get finished have been finished now, and we're back up here. So,
You back.
Jordan, how you doing today, brother?
Man, so good, bro. Just blessed beyond belief every day. Happy to be alive. Happy to be here. Happy to be with my brothers. And yeah, it's good to be back, dude. I know we've been busy. We've been grinding, but the people got to see the faces. So yeah, grateful to be here, man. How you
Fuck
doing, Ross?
I'm chilling. Always good to see you guys. Yeah, it's been head down for the past at least 6 weeks. So just always note that when people drop off the face of the earth, it could be for one of two reasons. They're either clinically depressed or they're working their ass off. So this one was working our asses off.
I think that's safe to say it. There's been no depression with any of us. Fuck, we just been going, grinding, getting everything done, and having fun in the process. So I'm grateful to be back up here with you boys. And we want to talk about our event today. So that's kind of why we're coming up here. We have an event coming up in 45 days, 44 days, some shit like that. And yeah, it's been doing that's kind of what created us not being up here was just us planning everything, putting everything together, working behind the scenes, getting the venue correct, getting some sponsors in place, and just fucking doing everything we have to put this thing on. So now we're kind of ready to present it to everybody, bring it to the public, and fucking really start this countdown for this event. So, Jordan, you want to break down a little bit of the vision of the event?
Absolutely, brother. So, a little backstory. I mean, Joey's been out in Medellin for a couple of years now. He convinced me finally to fly my scared ass out to Colombia last fall. Went by myself, never done anything like that before. Stayed out there for 14 days. And when I tell you that my whole life changed dramatically and has never been the same, that is probably an understatement. So, the idea behind this event was to gather like-minded individuals, business owners, entrepreneurs, people that just want to improve on their lives, get out of their comfort zone and grow, and provide them with an experience that both Joey and I have had in Colombia so far, which is just absolutely submitting to a different culture, a different lifestyle, a different world, and being so far outside of our comfort zone that it forces growth to happen. So we decided, the three of us, to do this event together, May 15th through the 17th. The lineup of speakers curated with the intent of providing so much incredible value from so many different angles while you're in a country that you've probably never been to before. So you're going to be outside of the zone of comfort, being bombarded with insane levels of value. And the goal is that you go home and you're never the same. High level, macro view of what the event is and why we decided to do it.
Yes, Jordan is the main reason that we're kind of sparked the idea of the event. I have been trying to throw one out here for a while and just never got to it, life, business, everything, and just not aligned with the right people. And as you guys know, me, Ross, and Jordan have been doing a lot of shit together for the last, call it 6, 7, 8 months. I don't even know at this point. And from us being together, I mean, when I say the alignment is real, it's fucking real. So being able to put this thing on, it's crazy. When you guys start to plan an event, the first thing that happens is discomfort. Second we announced it, I was like, my fucking balls were in my throat. I'm sitting there terrified. I'm like, how are we going to pull this thing off right now? Like, we're going to bring all these people from fucking the United States and Colombia to come to this place. How are we even going to get speakers? Who the fuck's going to want to speak here? And as we went through the process, it was like everything that could align did align. So it started with, obviously, the first text I did was to Scott Morse. He responded absolutely yes, fuck yes, I'm down. Whatever you want to do, let's fucking do it. Let's make it happen. Scott, if you guys don't know, he's Colombia full time himself. And then from there, we started reaching out to more people. I reached out to some of the people I know in the Latino community, Ricardo Salguero, Osvaldo Galarza. They said absolutely yes, let's fucking do it. So that was dope. Wasn't sure if I was going to get those guys. Then Ross knew someone with the name of Nick Perry, and we were like, why don't we see if Nick Perry's down to come? I mean, fuck it, let's try. Ross fucking got in his ear, started asking him. I don't think Ross wanted to ask, but he did. And next thing you know, we have fucking Nick Perry coming. Then we started going deeper and deeper down the line, and Alejandra Perry was the next person. And it was like, why don't we see if she could speak? She literally aligns directly with the point of this event, which is to work inside the brain, right? And that's what she does. So we asked her. She said she's down to come. Next thing you know, Jordan had someone that he idolized, guys, like literally was obsessed with this guy. And Higher Up Wellness, that was someone that I didn't even know about when this event got started, right? And I'm sitting there like, this dude has fucking 1 million followers on Instagram, 2 million on TikTok. There's no way he's going to come to this fucking event. Like, there's just no way. And if you ask, you will receive. And the craziest thing happened. My brother, Deepak, ends up knowing Michael Smoke, who I forgot to say Deepak was another one. I was like, Deep, you want to come speak at this event? Because Deep is someone that fucking inspired me when we were here in Medellin together. He came out here, lived out here for about 6 months, got out of his comfort zone, turned his business into where it is now, and has been touring the country doing podcasts ever since. So we got Deepak to come. Then I'm like, talking about Michael Smoke, and it's like, wait, Deepak knows fucking Michael Smoke? He's like, yeah, he's my boy. End up fucking hitting up Deep, like, yo, bro, do you mind fucking asking Michael if he's down to speak here? Yeah, sure, let me do it. I'm sure I could fucking get him. Hit up Higher Up Wellness. Next thing you know, he's speaking at the event. Then I'm at a dinner one night with my boy Juan, Medellin VIP. He runs a luxury VIP company, basically concierge services in Medellin, where anyone that comes out, if you guys need people that are going to fucking show you around the city, you want to go to the best clubs, you want to go on the best tours, you want anything like that, my boy Juan does all of it. And we're sitting down, me and my boy Danny McBrin and him. Danny's also one of the speakers at the event. Danny, selfishly, I knew was going to come speak because me and him went to college together and we've been close ever since. And Danny's a fucking multiple 7-figure earner, private money lender, everything. So he's going to be speaking at the event. And we're all out to dinner. Don Diablo, one of the best steakhouses in Medellin, having a nice dinner. And I'm like, Juan, I'm throwing this event. This is what I need to do. And yeah, like, I want your advice on this. Let's talk about it, whatever. And he's like, bro, you got to talk to Armin. I'm like, who the fuck is Armin? He's like, meet Armin. He's the fucking boy. He's like, he literally changed my life. Like, you got to speak to him. He aligns perfectly with the idea that you have for this event. So he connected me in a group chat with Armin. I reach out to him. Armin ends up being a huge fucking mindset person. Literally used to speak for the Think and Grow Rich Foundation. He was a senior VP with the Think and Grow Rich Foundation, taught millions of people the Think and Grow Rich ideology, and then began the surrender experiment. So I meet Armin, and we end up hitting it off, become boys. Next thing you know, I'm at his fucking birthday party, and he's speaking at the event. So the way that alignment happens when you put things out into the universe, then the next step I told everyone was, the next step was getting the fucking sponsors. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I remember in the past I had thrown an event in New Jersey and I'm trying to get sponsors, and I'm like, who the fuck is going to sponsor my event?
You're Joe, you're muted.
I think I pressed the mute button.
Yeah.
There's no way that people just pay money to sponsor events. That sounds fucking crazy to me. Next thing you know, we hit up our brothers at Closer Control. They said, absolutely yes, I'm down to fucking do it. We got Closer Control to be one of the sponsors. Then we hit up Property Leads. Same shit. Talk to James. He's like, 100%, let's do it. He's like, let me think about it. These are my concerns. Let's talk about it. We talked about it. We got through it. He's the main sponsor, speaking on the fucking stage as well. So it's just crazy how fear is only in your fucking head. Like literally, that's why I want you guys to get the fuck out of your comfort zone and come to Medellin. Because if you don't, it's usually because you're living in fear. You're probably like, oh well, it's fucking dangerous out there. What about Pablo Escobar and Narcos and Scopolamina and all this stuff you guys hear on the news? Well, let me tell you one thing. If you're not going out trying to fuck prostitutes every single day or at all, you have nothing to worry about in this city. The only people that bad things happen to in the city are the ones that are going out and getting fucked up and doing stupid shit. So as long as you are smart and you're doing the right thing, and which is coming to an event to change your mindset, to change your life, then you're going to have the change of getting out of your comfort zone. But it can't happen in the US. Why? Anyone want to answer that other than me?
That's all you know. You're born in the United States. A lot of people go on vacations, family vacations when they're younger. It's either, a drive, like a long drive, or maybe a flight. But 9 times out of 10, family vacations are going to be, hey, we're going to Japan, or we're going to South America, or we're going to Australia. And that's outside of the comfort zone. And the human mind, what does it want to do all the time? Safe, cozy, comfy. It wants you protected, which is some archaic bullshit that you have to ignore. And going to an event in the United States would be like any other one of these events. And this is going to be the complete opposite.
Yep. So true, man. I mean, I didn't leave the country of the United States of America until I was 21 years old. And then we went with my wife's family to Mexico. We went to Puerto Vallarta. And honestly, listen, it was a blast. But even those vacations is just like the family going out there to sit on the beach and get drunk and get fucked up and party, right? And it was fun, and I'm grateful for it. But we went out to Mexico, and my favorite part was when we went into the city, and I got to see how the people of Mexico were living. I was fascinated by it. I was like, dude, this is so different. I'm over here being depressed and complaining, and I have a condo at home with a BMW sitting in my garage. And these people have bigger smiles on their face than I've ever seen anywhere in America, really. And so years and years, we've gone to Mexico a couple of times, and I went to London once, and that was crazy. But then when I went to Colombia, I don't know, something really just clicked, man. And Colombia, I will admit to a little bit of fear going out there. And it might not have even been all of my own fear. It was people who know me, who love me, who are close to me, who were like, oh, you're going to Colombia. What about the cartel? That's kind of crazy, man. And so then I'm ruminating on some of these thoughts, and I'm like, yeah, what about the cartel? It's kind of crazy, but we're just going to send it. And man, I'll never regret doing that, making that decision, because everything is different, yet entirely the same. It's just a city with human beings inhabiting it, but they listen to different music and eat different food and do different things for fun. And it's a beautiful way to it's like an automatic step outside of your comfort zone. If you want to do it in America, you got to go do like the Iron Man or something insane, right? Like Ross is saying, I went to California, to Florida. We drove to St. George, family vacations in America. It's just America. It's the same. Very fun times. But yeah, getting out of the country is reality breaking, at least for me, anyways.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you literally coming out here changed. Look at your face right now versus fucking a year ago, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what people don't fully get is when you come out and you experience a completely different culture. Get the fuck out of your way. Like, you're going to change everything. And the reality is, a lot of you aren't in a position that you want to be in yet, and you're not reaching your goals yet. And it's literally because you haven't had that change. They say you got to get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and then you will make a change. So it's like if you guys are in a position in business, and whether you've made some money, whether you made a lot of money, but you're just not exactly where you want to be yet, it's usually mental. It's not just go where like the point of this event is not to go over blocking and tackling of wholesaling. we're going to go over it, right? Like there will be people that are going to speak on wholesaling and how to do it and how to make calls and how to have scripts and sales processes and the whole nine. We're going to show you guys how to scale your businesses. But that's not the point of this event. The point of this event is to go way deeper into the mind. Go deeper into what's going to make you guys have these real changes. Like all it takes at these events is 1 to 2 little nuggets that you get that can change the entire trajectory of your business. It happened to me. It happened to me in 2023. I literally was at the all-in real estate event from Carlos Reyes in Dallas. And every speaker that kept speaking, I mean, a lot of it was pitching, a lot of it was going over their programs, the whole nine, right? But I had a huge mindset shift. I was working so hard for so long going up until this event, and I was not getting my way. Like nothing was going my way. I met Eric Klein at this event, signed up for his mentorship. That was one of the big changes. And the second change, which was the biggest change for me, was I stopped working fucking hard. I actually took more time off than I ever did, and I made more money from it. I started spending more time with my mom. I started spending more time on myself. I was smoking weed at the time. I was drinking alcohol at the time. I stopped doing all of that shit. And month of December, my bank account went negative. I just had enough money to make it out to that event. Came back from that event dead broke. When I got back from that event, we assigned an $85,000 deal with a string of a bunch of other deals. And we ended up closing $127,000 the month of January. I went from negative $68,000 to $127,000. And the only reason that that was able to happen was from me going to that event. Had I had continued to be around the same energy, do the same shit, keep smoking weed, keep fucking just grinding. Like, guys, before this event, I was working from fucking like, I would go to the gym in the morning and I would go to work all fucking day to the point that I would literally roll out of bed, smoke a joint at night, and go into bed. Or I'm sorry, roll out of my desk, smoke a joint, and go right into my bed and go to bed. Wake up, go to the gym, do it all over again. And it happened over and over and over. And I'm like, why is nothing going my way? I don't get it. Like, I'm doing all the work. I'm doing what they say. I'm making the calls. I'm making the offers. I'm getting the contracts. Why is it not going my way? And then I realized, like, it's not going my way because every other bucket in my life is fucking empty, which means I am empty. And because of that, I am not worthy of the money that I'm wishing to receive. And then once I started filling the other things, I lost a lot more weight. I got in way better shape, stopped smoking the weed, started focusing directly on what I need to do, which is not just focus on work. And then that month happened. And it's like, that's what going to these events does. But getting out of your comfort zone is the biggest thing that's going to create the change in your guys' life you need. If you're in your own comfort zone and you just stay there and you never fucking, you just continue to go through the same things you've been doing, just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding, then how the fuck are you going to make a change? You don't even know what you need to change. That's the issue.
Well, most people do know what they need to change, and the answer is actually pretty obvious.
Well, why is it that they don't do the change then, Ross?
Because they're stuck in their own environment, meaning their mental environment and their physical environment. So there's two things. When people think of an event in Colombia, I can guarantee you that every person that's polluting their mind to not travel to Medellin, Colombia, is not an entrepreneur, is some sort of victim mindset, and also watches a bunch of uncontrollables, which would be the news, or all three. If you talk to any other entrepreneur or business owner, they would tell you, see you there.
Yeah.
See you there. So business owners, when you surround yourself with business owners, this is when your life is going to change. And you'll notice that you will gravitate away from all these other people in your life that continue to tell you, don't do this, don't do that. I want you safe. I want you this. I want you that. Those people are saying all that garbage because they don't have the balls to do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be jealous if you level up and level out of their friendship, which I can guarantee you will. Because not only, as Joey said, is it going to be one or two golden nuggets of information, it's going to be one or two people that you're going to meet, which is more important. And that's going to start the new relationship with business owners and people working on their mindset every day, working on their finances, their faith, their family, their new friends. And you're essentially graduating from this previous world, this previous mindset that you were in, and you'll continue graduating every week, let alone what can happen in years to come when you just surround yourself by people that are either smarter than you, more successful than you, or have a better mindset, or all the above. You're forced to come up with them. They are your lifeline. Your friends are your anchor. That's your anchor. If you want your ship to sink, stay in your mindset that you're at right now, and stay with the groups of friends you have right now, and stay in the relationships you are right now. But don't bitch when the same shit that you're doing gets the same results. If nothing changes, nothing changes. And that's what this event is about. You have to do something extreme. Stop focusing on what you don't want and literally focus on the complete opposite, because that's what you do want. The answers are there. You just have to take action.
So true, brother. It's so true. And it's funny because as human beings, we are spiritual magnets. What you just said, don't focus on what you don't want, because when you do, the human brain will trick you into thinking when I'm focusing on what I don't want, which is being broke, being miserable, being depressed, being fat, being unhappy, you're actually attracting everything from the universe into your life in order to ensure all of those things happen day in and day out. It is only when you begin to think about what you do want in the absence of what you don't want, delusionally, some people would say in society, right? Oh, you're delusional, but what about your bank account? But what about your mortgage? But what about this? But what about, I give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just thinking about all the shit that I'm going to be doing very soon. And just like a seed in the ground that needs to attract the nutrients from the soil and the sunlight and the water to grow, so shall you if you don't focus on everything that's not going right in your life, right? Get around people who are doing the same, and it will cause you to attract, through the force of magnetism, just like they are, everything that you do want. Whatever you think about, whatever you ruminate over, whatever you visualize, you will have, one way or another.
Mm-hmm. And I like you brought up the word delusional, right? I was in the gym the other day with Nick, and he brought this up, and I thought it was an amazing line. He said, yeah, we are delusional. We're delusional until it's true.
Yeah.
And then once it's real, people are going to ask you how the fuck you do it and coach me on how to do this, right? So everybody's going to be against you until you create your own reality. And then they're going to literally ask you how it's done. Like, oh, well, pump the brakes. I thought I'm delusional. I thought I'm crazy, right? Then every invention, this desk, these laptops, your phone, then all those people were crazy too. And without those crazy people, none of the shit you're surrounded by right now today with all this technology would ever be in existence. So you might want to chill out on the prejudgments of, oh, they're crazy, or, oh, no way, that's impossible. That's your self-limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
So you need to basically look in the mirror and curse yourself out for a couple minutes and get that shit out of your system, because you are crazy for not being delusional until it becomes real. Like, what's crazier? Living in the same circumstances and same environment forever and bitching and moaning until the day you die? Or forming your own reality and living the most abundant life possible before you depart this earth? I know which one I want. I know which one you guys want. And it all relates to getting outside your comfort zone. You would never get where you are today if you stayed in your little bubble.
And it's funny because you kind of got to be a little crazy to come out to Colombia. Like, you're not normal for doing this, right? The average person, every person I know for the most part, they'll go travel, right? They'll go to Florida for their vacations. They'll stay in the country. People go to, I don't know, Mexico. They'll go to Cancun. They'll go to the fucking Bahamas, maybe, right? I don't know a lot of people that are coming out here other than the gigantic entrepreneur community that is out here. And everyone that does come out here, for the most part, is a legitimate entrepreneur. They're either a scammer or an entrepreneur. There's no in between. And the ones that stay and actually thrive out here, the people I'm close with now, they all got out of their fucking way and got out of their comfort zones, came out here and made gigantic changes in their lives. And I think that's where most people fuck up. It's like, you guys see me up here, you guys see Ross and Jordan, you're like, no, these guys are out of their fucking minds. Why would I ever go to an event with these guys in fucking Colombia? Why would I not just, I could go to whatever event in the US, I could go to the next one coming up. It's all good. I don't have to go, right? What event's going to get you so far out of your comfort zone that you have nothing to do but change? Let me know that. Every other event's going to be the same. You're going to go there, you're going to have speakers speak, they're going to freaking talk about what they like, how to do business, right? They'll give you a little mindset, a little motivation, and then you go home. But where's the real change going to come from? It's going to come from you getting ripped and being a little fucking crazy, getting ripped the fuck out of that comfort zone. That's when the real change is going to come. It could be on the hike that we're going to do. It could be at the top of the mountain, overlooking the fucking city and being like, God damn, what am I doing with my life? It could be from any of the speakers. You never know which speaker is going to touch you the most. Could be Armin going over surrendering, how you got to stop worrying about the fucking outcomes of everything and just let God do what he's supposed to do. Could be that. Could be Nick Perry going over the way that he's fucking scaled businesses and taught people to scale businesses. It could be anybody at this event, guys. But what I do know is you staying home and staying comfortable and not coming out here, that's not going to make the change you need. I know that for a fact because I stayed home for 3 years of doing this business and I didn't go to events. I remember watching them and I was like, oh, I wish I could go to this event. I just don't have the money. Borrow it if you fucking need the money, guys. There's no lack of resources. There's a lack of resourcefulness in this world. And I literally have had to borrow money from my mother to go to some fucking events. Thank God I had her. But you all have someone if you need to pull it from them. And at the end of the day, the reality is it's only a lack of resourcefulness. It's not a lack of resources. Anyone can come out to this event. But you are the reason that you're not coming out. And you're also the reason that you're staying in your way and not getting to the level that you deserve to be at, that you've been longing to be at. It's because you keep getting in your own way. So something like this is what's going to make that change. That I could fucking assure you guys.
So true, man. I feel like so many people, whether you believe in God or the universe or you're just spiritual, whether you meditate or pray, so many people pray to God and the universe and ask for blessings. Please bless me. Give me this blessing. Give me this money. Give me that car. Give me that relationship. Give me the house. Give me the vacation. And then it doesn't come because they're in their own fucking way. You're blocking your own blessings. And you're blocking your own blessings because you're filled with fear and doubt and stress and anxiety. And the one thing that scares you is probably exactly what you need to go and do. Because as soon as you do it, your mind opens, your heart opens, your soul opens, and you see from the macro view like, oh shit, I really just had to fucking step out of my way. You're like a boulder in the river that is the flow of your blessings in life. And the boulder gets removed and the river flows. And everything you could ever ask for, desire, want, think about, dream about, it'll be yours. Every single fucking thing. As long as you allow it, you can't just pray for blessings and then do nothing and make no changes. The only way that you get your blessings is if you have undeniable, unshakable, delusional levels of faith in whatever you believe in and in yourself, and you put one foot in front of the other over and over and over again, and you just keep moving forward. Because if you're not moving forward, you are moving backwards, and you just got to trust that as long as you're moving forward, God's going to make sure you're on the right path. I don't forge the path, I walk the path. So please forge it for me. I will get the fuck out of my own way. There's like a clone version of me looking me in the face. I'm just going to push him aside and on we go. And then your blessings will be yours.
Absolutely. And it just comes down to, you brought up fear, false events appearing real. Fear, it just doesn't exist. It really doesn't exist. It's the devil on your shoulder, put it that way. So when people think of an event in Colombia, these are probably some things they're going to come up with. Well, I don't know how to speak the language. And I'm going to say, well, you have a cell phone that has a translating app, right? You can buy Meta glasses that'll live translate, right? See, these are solutions. Well, I don't have my passport. You could go online right now and rush your passport to your house. There's a solution. Notice I'm focusing on these solutions. Well, I don't have anybody that's going to go with me. Well, go alone.
Maybe you should meet somebody.
You're going to meet like-minded people, and they're probably going to be better than a lot of your friends that you have right now that you would bring. Because the friends that don't go with you, do you really want them in your life 10 years from now? Are they going to level up with you? Are they going to join this journey? If they're not, they're probably not going to be in your life in 10 years. Because you're going to graduate from those relationships and go on to bigger and better things. And they're just not going to, they're either going to level up or they're going to level out. But instead of focusing on, what about this? What about that? That's all fear, panic, and it doesn't get you anywhere. When you focus on solutions and you put your mind to it, you put your mind to anything, I drop you off in the middle of nowhere, and I say, figure it out. You put your mind to it, you're going to figure it out. You're going to find a way to either get back home or find a way to get money or find a way to succeed, right? It's just how bad do you want it? If you don't want it bad enough, don't come. But if you truly want some serious freaking change in your life, find a way. There's always a way. There's either a way or there's an excuse. You can choose your battle.
100%. Hyro said Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That's how it goes. That's a bar right there. That's how it is. I mean, look, guys, I get it. You're broke, you're wholesalers, you don't have money, or you have money and you're like, oh, I don't see the value in this, whatever. Guys, if you don't get your asses to this event, you're going to miss out on some of the best relationships you probably could ever get. You're going to be around people that actually got the fuck out of their own way and made it out here. And if the only thing separating you is a fucking passport, that's the definition of an excuse. Because literally, I've traveled to Colombia when I didn't have a passport to come here. I had to go to the embassy in fucking Philadelphia 3 days before I left. And I got the passport. So the literal only thing stopping you is you. You have over a month to go get your passport figured out, everything else. And another thing, it's cheaper here than the US, which means your Airbnb or hotel will be cheaper. Your flight might be the same, if not cheaper. And every bit of food you eat out here, anything you do out here will be way cheaper than anything you're already doing. It's 4-to-1 what you guys spend in the US. So if money's the issue, I don't want to hear it, guys. Just fucking get your asses out here. Get to this event. Get out of your comfort zones. And I will see you guys here in May. Jordan, Ross, I appreciate y'all coming up here today. And you guys will see more of us. We're going to keep coming up, and we're going to have a good fucking time. So I'll see you guys here. And peace the fuck out, y'all.
Deucey. Love you.